Hello, welcome to Bjorn Tarot. Today we're going to be asking messages from the universe, anything you might need to hear right now or that you might not be seeing. Always take these readings with a grain of salt, and if it doesn't make sense to you, it might not be the reading for you. But go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, meditate, tune into each group, and see which one your intuition is called to. Okay, hello group one. If you chose this group, you chose this, I think it's called Peacock Ore. I'll put that there. And your card you got from the Pixie Oracle is Fill Your Cup, number 26. And it shows like this teacup that is filling a glass. We're going to be using the Mystic Medleys Tarot for you today, so let's get into your reading. This is for group one. Clear guided messages, please, from the universe. This is for group one. Any messages from the universe for group one, please? We have Happy Squirrel. This is actually not a normal tarot card, but this came extra in this deck. There's Happy Squirrel, Sad Squirrel, so okay. Anything else? What does group one, what's the messages from the universe for group one, please? We have the Four of Cups. Messages, one second guys, the frankincense in this candle kind of caught fire. Okay, so maybe there's something that needs to be brought to your attention with this Four of Cups coming out and then the frankincense catching on fire. But any other messages from the universe? What does the universe want to let group one know today? Ten of Wands. Maybe carrying some kind of heavy burden. Sorry. Okay, so we have Fill Your Cup, Happy Squirrel, Four of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's saying, like, make sure you're filling your own cup, obviously. Like, don't keep burning the candle at both ends. You have to take a moment to, like, breathe, recharge. I know not everyone has the luxury or privilege of time or space, but in whatever ways you're able to, like, make sure you are replenishing your reserves, replenishing your energy in whatever ways you're able to. You also got Happy Squirrel, Four of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So I feel like it's saying, like, if you're feeling really drained of energy right now and just like maybe kind of have not the most positive outlook towards your life right now, I feel like it's saying, like, there is happiness and joy coming to you. There is a new day, a sunny day on its way to you, but I think you're just not able to see it with the Four of Cups. This card is all about someone who's kind of like apathetic. They're not really seeing what's being shown or offered to them because they're really focused on these cups down here. The divine is offering a cup maybe of respite to this character, but they're kind of just really stuck on these cups down here on earth, which represent maybe some conflict or some you know, being stuck on something, not being aware of everything else around you because you're too stuck on the negative emotional circumstances or situations ahead of you. You also have the Ten of Wands. This shows a person who is carrying a heavy load. You know, they're very close to completion, but not quite there yet. Tens do stand for completion. But with this specific 10, it's like, you know, they're almost to the finish line, but it's heavy. So yeah, I think already the universe is kind of letting you know, like, hey, like, even if you feel like you don't have the privilege to, like, fill your own cup in whatever way that you need that for yourself right now. But yeah, like, there is joy and happiness available to you. I feel like you just can't see it right now because you just are burdened with too much of a heavy load. Like, you're carrying too much on your shoulders. You might need, you know, you might need a little backup from community, from family, from, like, if you have a partner, your partner, if you have older kids, and so on. I feel like you are taking on too much, and it could be at work too, like when you end up taking on too much responsibility and you just end up kind of getting a little bit bitter, you know. But I think overall you're just like feeling really drained, and that's totally understandable. This Four of Cups coming out, like when you have been in that cycle for a while, it can kind of give you a bit of a more negative perspective. But overall, universe is letting you know, like with Happy Squirrel, this is being offered to you, this is available to you, but you need to look out for these little bits of joy and happiness when they are being offered to you, because that's going to help you fill your cup, sorry. Anything else for group 1, universe? Messages from the universe for group 1, please. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Make sure you can see that. Group 1. What does group 1 need to hear from the universe? Group 1. We have the Hanged Man. This card's been coming out, different decks, different readings, a lot the last few weeks. Group 1. What do they need to hear from the universe? That one fell. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, that's a nice ending here. So yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the King of Cups. With the Eight of Pentacles, like, this shows someone who is working hard towards some goal. It could be money, it could be stability, like it could be just anything that has to do with like working towards earthly matters. So it could be work, it could be home. But I feel like it's like in the context of this reading and the energy I'm picking up on, I feel like this is basically showing you just working and like burning the midnight oil, and you're not really taking a break to fill your cup, you know? You're not ever stopping to take a break. And I feel like there's this air of like, you know, like kind of like stubbornness where you're like, no, I don't have a choice to stop. Like, I have to keep going. And like, I get like that is a reality. Like, some people are working more than one job, and like, you know, you feel like you just don't have the time, you don't deserve the time to fill your cup, to take a rest, to take a breather. And this could be in a wide range of situations in life. But with the Hanged Man, it's like the Hanged Man is all about when you come to a point where you're kind of like backed into a corner where you if you don't make the change, or if you don't address what needs to be like addressed and processed and like problem solved, like eventually you're gonna be like put in a position where you're almost like I said, backed into a corner where you have to take the time to rest, to contemplate, to be introspective, and come to clarities on how to find better balance, or be able to tap into this happy squirrel energy more. Yeah, and then with the King of Cups, like the King of Cups is a king who is very caring, is very empathetic, emotionally mature, and cares about everyone in his kingdom. For example, he doesn't really get too worried when the emotional waves are chaotic and tumultuous. Like he knows how to have integrity emotionally, and is very fair in that regard. So I feel like it's saying like you need to be a little bit more empathetic, while like you can still be in this like Pentacles energy where you're like working towards something, you have a lot on your plate, like these are the circumstances, right? But it's just saying that like you can still hold everything together and be empathetic and like take care of yourself. What else? Yeah, this is also about like balance. This can also stand for balance. So it's like there needs to be some sort of balance in your life when it comes to work and relaxation, and please try to find the gray areas where you're able to make that happen. I feel like is what the universe is telling you to do in the ways that are possible for you. That's what I'm seeing for you, Group 1. I hope this was helpful. I'm sending you all the love and support. I'm sorry, like, if this is resonating, I'm sorry that you're kind of like in this chapter in your life where like things are heavy and busy and like maybe overwhelming, but like you are gonna find balance, you are gonna come to clarities, and you are gonna be more energized and have this weight lifted off you when you're able to find the balance of work and filling your cup, whatever that means to you. But thank you so much, Group 1. If this was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, comment, share. I love to hear your input about the reading, if it resonated, if it didn't. But yeah, best of luck to you, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the stone you chose, the Herkimer diamond. It's small, I don't know if you can see it. And the card you chose was number 38, if the shoe fits. This is kind of an interesting card, if the shoe fits, because basically when I first saw the card, I think it's like, if the shoe fits, wear it. Like, if you fit into this position or slot, like, then utilize that. But really, it means that things might not always be as they seem when I read it in the book. So let's see what comes out. I'm curious what the universe has to say to you, Group 2, today. Group 2, what messages does the universe have for group 2 today, please? Clear guided messages for group 2. We have the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful card. What does group, too many cards. Okay, what does group 2 need to hear? There's so many cards keep coming out, hold on. What does group 2 need to hear from the universe? I feel like there's a lot that wants to come out for you. Universe, clear guided messages. What does group 2 need to hear? Okay. Yeah, lots of strong energy. We have the 2 of Cups. What does group 2 need to hear today from the universe? And we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this is an interesting message. I don't know if this group maybe went through some kind of breakup. I feel like, honestly, what I'm getting from this is like maybe you met someone or you were in a long-term relationship with someone and you guys you know, we're building a future together with this 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone that you thought was like your end all be all, your soulmate, your person. But things weren't really quite as they seemed. Like, I think in the beginning and maybe for a good amount of time, it may have seemed like you guys were a perfect fit for each other. Maybe it just felt like everything like came together. This isn't like supposed to be a love reading, but this is what is coming out. So yeah, and then you got the 6 of Swords, which shows someone who is moving away from disaster, from pain, from hurt, from a bad situation. You see the water on this side is very chaotic and rough, and on the other side the water is clear. And so this shows somebody who has made a tough decision to move on, and they're moving on kind of wounded and feeling left in the cold, but they still are making the brave decision to move on because they know that that's what the right thing to do is, or it just got to the point where there was no other option. But the good thing about this card is, you know, the people do reach the other side. They reach this land that has a lot more to offer and also opens a new chapter in their lives. I feel like this reading is kind of specific, so I hope it is reaching the right person or people who need to hear this. Messages from the universe for group 2, please. Clear guided messages for group 2. What does the universe want to tell group 2? Wow, it's so crazy. This card came out in the last reading and different card decks. So 10 of Wands, this is when you're carrying a very heavy burden. You're carrying a heavy burden. You are very close to completion, but it still weighs very heavy on you, and it weighs heavy on your chest. Sorry, group 2. Just had a little interruption there, but with the 10 of Wands, I feel like either you're right in the middle of like moving away from a situation that you thought was like I said, your forever type of connection or relationship. You're either right in the middle of leaving this, or you already have, and there's still like a lingering feeling of heaviness, of a burden, of like being so close to completion but still feeling that heaviness, like maybe still feeling like you have a super heavy load, a lot of pain, a lot of heavy chest, you know, even after this has passed, like you're still mourning it maybe. Messages from the universe, please, for group 2. We have the Six of Pentacles. This talks about charity. It also talks about like a give and take. I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that like there is help available to you. Like it's okay to reach out, to ask for help, to receive community care. Like you're not alone. It's really difficult, like going through such grief when, you know, like it's just like this whole reading is painting a very clear picture of like, you know, a relationship that seems was going to last on into old age, and something just like happened and just like, you know, everything came to a screeching halt. So I feel like, yes, this is a specific reading. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. And the universe is also letting you know that like there is going to be someone that comes in where it's going to be more of like an equal type of connection and relationship. Like, you know, like I don't believe in relationships it should be like keeping tabs on like who did what, but it's more just like, you know, there being a good balance of reciprocation and support of one another. And I think you deserve that, and I don't think you ended up getting this from that person, no matter how ideal and perfect it may have seemed for a time. Anything else from the universe, please? Clear guided messages. The Seven of Pentacles. So it kind of makes me think of like with this Ten of Wands, where it's like you're moving past this grief and this situation, but you still feel a heaviness. Like if you're already have moved on, or even if you are in the midst or about to move on from this, it's like the Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. It shows like when we have planted the seed, we have cultivated, we have watered, we have taken care of our crop, and we're starting to see the fruit on the plant, you know, the harvest, but it's not quite ready for harvest yet. Like we can see it and we need it. Like you can see her pants here in this illustration are kind of like patched up. It's like, you know, by the time you get to the point where you're able to harvest, before the days of like grocery stores and stuff, I guess, it's like, you know, you would be kind of like not have much of your winter reserve left, you know, because it's time to harvest again. So it's like you're really trying to be patient. You have put in a lot of work. You have you are going to have healing. You are going to reap the rewards of your bravery in leaving something that was a very difficult decision, and for probably like a number of reasons, you know. But it's like I feel like the universe is really coming in to give you a message of like this heavy burden is not going to remain for much longer. You're close to your reward. You're close to having more peace, more closure, and some kind of like, you know, maybe emotional reward. But you do have a lot of pentacles in this reading too, and that speaks about like earthly matters, about you know, home life, domestic stuff, career, that kind of thing. So I think you are going to have more stability like maybe your stability was disrupted a bit when you moved away from this situation, or you're just trying to like find your grounding again. I do think you're going to be able to have that again, and I do think there's a message of the universe saying you are supported. You're here when, or I mean, like, we're here when you need help. Others are there when you need help. You just have to surrender a little bit. But that's what I see for you, group 2. If this resonated for you, I'm sending you all the love. Just know you're not alone. I know it's like really hard to go through these painful endings and transformations, but you are going to come out on the other side of it. You know, like you'll have that those memories, but you are going to grow, and you are going to have more peace and new experiences, and you know, hopefully have more balanced and fair relationships going forward when you are ready for that. So like I said, I feel this message was pretty specific. So, you know, if it didn't resonate, maybe try a different group. But yes, you are supported, you are loved, and the universe is proud of you for making such a difficult decision, group 2. So just know that like you will find the right fit for you when the time is right. Wishing you the best of luck. If this was helpful to you, please like, share, subscribe, anything. It just helps the algorithm so the reading gets out to more people who might need to see it. So yeah, thank you again, group 2, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, group 3. Welcome to today's reading, where we're going to be asking any messages from the universe, anything you might need to hear. You chose the pyrite, if you can see that. I will put this here. And your card is number 21, Wish. I love this card. And we're going to be using the Queer Tarot today. Okay, so this is for group 3, Wish. I wonder what this reading could be about. For group 3, please, universe. What does group 3, okay, the Tower coming out first next to Wish, interesting. What does group 3 need to hear, please? Too many cards. Let me give it another shuffle. What does group 3 need to hear, universe, today? Messages from the universe for group 3. The Magician. 2 major arcana cards. What does group 3? Okay, the 6 of Wands. Powerful cards coming out so far. So we have Wish, the Tower, the Magician, and the 6 of Wands. I feel like the universe is coming through today to tell you that you can make things happen the way that you want them to. Like, if you had some kind of like major chaotic unwanted change in your life recently, or like in the past, and like the consequences still linger of this Tower moment, where maybe everything kind of came crumbling down, the universe is saying like, make a wish. Like, you're not stuck in that forever. That is over with. You still probably have some lingering anxiety or just worry that this could happen again, but it's saying like, make a wish and try to see a different perspective, that you can have a different outcome, that you can have an outcome that you desire. And then you got the Magician. The Magician is all about putting all of our elements together and, you know, making our dreams and our wishes come true. We use our emotions with the cups. We use practicality and tangible things with the pentacles. We use our intellect and our mental clarity and strength with the swords, and with the wands we use our passion and our drive and our power. So we use all these things to create and manifest or make happen what we wish. So I got goosebumps too. So I really think the universe is like coming in strong, being like, hey, this was horrible, this tower situation you went through, but please make a wish and try to see that it doesn't have to always be that way. You can create anew. You have the power and the resources to, you know, take an action to change things. And with the Six of Wands coming out right after that, I feel like it's just saying, like, you will be successful, you will be triumphant. It might be a bit of a journey, and you might already be on that journey, but when you return, you will be victorious, and those around you will be celebrating as well and supporting you. So it's like lots of encouragement there of like somebody who went through a major life event, like hardship, and now the universe is saying it's time to walk into the next major life event where you turn everything around. I also feel like the Six of Wands coming out, it's like you're protected by community or supported in this. Anything else for group 3? What does the universe want to tell them today? Group 3. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let me make sure you could see. I'll put that there. Anything else for group 3 from the universe? Clear guided messages. The Five of Swords. Okay. Group 3. Oh my god. Hold on, this one. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, 2 knights here. So I feel like, basically, like, you are going to be able to, like, make this happen with the Magician, or, like, turn things around. And like I said, you're going to be victorious and triumphant, but it just might take a little bit of time and patience. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, and this knight moves slowly so they can, you know, they want to have successful results. They don't want to cut any corners. They want to return from their journey with something very secure and tangible to offer. So there may be a need for patience, or just to have the like recognize that it may take time to manifest your life back to where you want it to be with the Magician. Manifest as in make things happen in a grounded way as well. You also got the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I think this tower moment, this chaos that may have taken place, that kind of caused some blockages or some hang-ups in your life, I think it was really caused by someone who kind of made a very impulsive decision, and they weren't really thinking about how that would affect others. They made it in haste, and they thought that it was going to just like, you know, be swept under the rug, or like nobody was really going to react or care. But then once it happened, it's like everybody is hurt here, including the person who caused the harm. I don't know if this was you. I don't know if this was someone else. I feel like it was probably someone else, because I feel like this tower was like a big surprise to you. But either way, everybody ended up losing in this situation and was like mentally harmed, I feel like. The Knight of Swords can be very impulsive, especially the reverse position. They can kind of like look without leaping, but kind of in a selfish and harmful way. They are very driven and determined and truth-seeking, but I think whatever happened with this tower, it was brought on by a very impulsive thing that changed everything. An impulsive action or behavior from someone that just was night and day. Everything changed. So I feel like the universe is basically coming in to say, like, we recognize, the universe recognizes that this was very hard for you, that it's not going to be an easy feat getting back to where you want to be, or creating your life back to or beyond where you would like it to be. But it's going to take some patience. The universe wants you to know that you will succeed. You do have support, even if you feel like you don't right now. And all it really takes is like, I feel like there's a big focus on thinking and looping about like what happened with the tower moment. I feel like that's why these two cards came out. It's almost like the universe wants you to work on trying really hard to stop yourself in your tracks when you start ruminating about this situation, because that kind of stops you from being able to focus on the magician energy that you need to embody right now to be able to, or that can help you like get past stuff, you know. But overall, it's like you're gonna be successful. You're gonna come back victorious from this harm and chaos and pandemonium, and you're gonna create. So it's like, make a wish and put your power into it, and with those two things together, I think big things could happen. But that's what I see for you from the universe, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you the best of luck and all the healing and support. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to hear feedback on the readings. It's really interesting to me. But yeah, it just helps the algorithm as well, and helps push the video out to other people that might find these messages helpful to them. But I hope you have a great day. Thank you.